what we're doing today is WOBA's inaugural 15-minute forum. And as I just mentioned, the intent here is to have something that doesn't suck up your entire day, that you can munch on a sandwich while you're at and not worry about it, and that presenters don't have to think of them so much as presenters as they do sort of leaders of casual conversations. So less formal, more engaging, less demanding on one's schedule. So for our inaugural topic, we have recently did a survey to get input on some other initiatives that WOBA is undertaking, but it was clear that marketing was a priority. The two names that immediately rose to the top of the list, we were fortunate to be able to get both of them to join us today. We've got Jeff Bowe, who comes to us from Experience Olympia, aka the Visitor and Convention Bureau. Jeff, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to touch on and speak a little bit to best practices, new trends, and the like. And then we've also got Eddie Nelson from our own West Olympia Furniture Company. The Olympia Furniture Company, as Mike sort of let the cat out of the bag, has been rocking it with social media. So I'm hoping, Eddie, that you can just talk to us a little bit about what you've been doing with social media. And I'm thinking that, you know, beyond sort of the obvious, like how much work, you know, the return on the investment of time and energy that you've put into that. Are you using professionals for any of that? Are you doing it all yourself? Do you have a 15-year-old in your shop? You know, some of that stuff, to those of us that are not as social media savvy, might feel a little more enthused and encouraged if we weren't quite so scared of pulling off something like what you've done. So with that, I'm just going alphabetically. Maybe Jeff, I'll turn it over to you to chat a little bit. Then we'll change gears. We'll hear from Eddie a little bit. Then the thinking is it's sort of roundtable conversation. We'll go as long as it makes sense. Again, with these 15-minute forums, we might be done in 5 or 10 minutes. The conversation might drag out for an hour. It's really sort of driven by who's able to show up for the day. And so folks shouldn't hesitate to jump in with questions and to drop out of the call if or when they need to. Oh, no, wait. I'm so sorry. Before I do that and turn it over to you, Jeff, Wes Weller, the president of WOBA, is here. And Wes, I should turn it over to you. I want to turn it over to you just for a couple of minutes. Any sort of updates or anything from WOBA before we hand it over to Jeff? And you're muted. That's good. After you've been slamming me for forgetting, then unmute.
Wes, you're still muted. We can't hear you.
There we go. There you are.
Thank you.
There we go.
So anyway, I just wanted to welcome you to the new COVID-19 forum format. I said muted that Craig basically swiped my script, so he's already introduced us into this new format. I'm very excited about this. I'm so excited about the networking that just went on. I hope this becomes a valuable concept, just talking shop with businesses in West Olympia. So thankful that Jeff and Mike are here also. I'll introduce a little bit more at the end of the meeting what's coming, but I think I'm excited about this format. So Craig, why don't you take it away for us?
Awesome. Jeff is more capable undoubtedly than I am in this kind of format, and he knows the lay of the land now. So Jeff, why don't you jump in and you can start with the sharing, and then at whatever point it sort of makes sense, we'll segue over to Eddie and then just see where the conversation goes from there.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Craig. And thank you, Wes. Thank you both for bringing me into this. Again, a little bit about Experience Olympia and beyond. We're the county's destination marketing organization. So everything we do is sort of outward facing. We're asked all the time, how come we don't see ads for you guys? And our answer is, well, if we're doing our jobs, you really shouldn't see our ads if you're in the county because we're really visitor facing and trying to get visitors to come into the county. And as I mentioned earlier, we do a lot of work with hotels in terms of group business, trying to capture groups that are a good fit for our region, even utilizing other offsite venues. We have 3 universities in town, all of which have very very capable audio visual and food and beverage services. So there's a lot of opportunities for groups that want to meet in Thurston County. And that's not even to mention the opportunities with sports. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we think that sports, particularly youth sports, will be really the first segment of group travel to return. And we have a lot of opportunity there in Thurston County, again, with our colleges and then also with the regional athletic complex. So certainly a lot of positives there. But one of the things that we're doing at Experience Olympia and beyond in terms of marketing is we're just following the governor's guidance and phasing very closely. And, obviously we all know we're now in phase 3, and that was a good thing for our restaurants and our retailers, because now all of a sudden restaurants could have, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was, they could be at 75% capacity with certain seating restrictions. And we could actually have small group meetings of up to 50 people as long as there was PPEs and social distance guidance in place. Well, now, as we all know, that has been rolled back. And so restaurants, I think, now are down to 25% capacity, as I recall. And then you can only seat outside. And if you do seat inside, it has to be same family members and in groups of 5. There's so many limitations now. It's really hard to be a restaurateur in anywhere right now. And then retailers are suffering from the same thing because, people want to go out and buy things, but they're not sure what the retailers are doing to actually monitor people going in and out of the store. So it's just been a real tough road to hoe for particularly retailers and restaurants. And so we've worked very hard to try to make sure that we alter our messaging so that people know that it is safe to get out. And that's the key. For so long in marketing, as all of us on this call know, it's all about creating value and really attaching to people's emotions and figuring out how you're different, how you differentiate yourself from your competition. Well, now our messaging has changed because I think that consumers want to know that if they do go out, if they do go to any type of a retailer or if they go into a restaurant, they will be safe. Obviously, the food has to be good, but even our best restaurants, people still aren't going to go to them unless they feel safe. And so our messaging now is all about how do we promote safety in travel, and there's a lot of ways to do that. Actually, I do have a resource that I'm happy to share to anybody who's interested. It's www.ustravel.org. They have a toolkit on there that is actually geared for social media. So businesses that want to promote safety can use those existing graphics to do so. And basically those graphics outline things like we use contactless or touchless transaction options. So in other words, if you're using a credit card, all you have to do is slide your card into the receptacle, pull it out. There's no signing with a pencil that other people may have touched. Any type of contactless payment forms are something that promotes safe travel and safe shopping, so to speak. Certainly keeping distance. We've seen a lot of stores that are, particularly grocery stores, they've got social distance markings on the floor so that if you're waiting in line, you know where to stand. It's very, very important that customers see that. As many of you know, I was a hotelier for 20 years, and for such a long time, it was interesting to watch housekeeping and maintenance staff sort of back away from customers. You'd get in the elevator and they'd squish themselves against the wall to try to get as far away from you as they can. And I don't know if that was just something that management told them to do. Hey, stay away from the customer. We don't want them to get hit by a broom or a wrench or anything like that. Now it's important that customers see that happening. Customers need to see things being cleaned. And hotels are taking a different tack now where they're actually posting cleaning schedules in public restrooms and public places so customers can see when those places have been cleaned. That's really, really important marketing. And I always use the story about the in-room safes in hotels. For such a long time, we were told, don't talk about safes. You don't want to use a safe as a way to get people to book a hotel room because we don't want to create a negative connotation. In other words, why would this person be talking about a safe, a place to store my valuables in a hotel room, implying that maybe there's a problem with theft in the hotel? Well, now, it's important to kind of talk about those things to make sure that customers know that there is safety precautions in place. And I'm not speaking specifically about safes in rooms, but just the idea that it's important to talk about safety in travel as much as we create value for whatever our business is. So those are just a few of the things that we've been doing, and we've really been trying to help our partners do that. In addition to, specifically for restaurants, helping them to create experiences. How cool is it now that, some of these restaurants, and I keep thinking of 3 Magnets in particular, they've got this blue curb service where you get on your app and a phone, you can pick whatever food you want, and then you go pick it up at the curb. They've got trays on the curb, so they'll drop your food off. You call them when you're there, and payments are already handled on the app. You literally don't see anybody until you see somebody coming out and putting your food on the tray. And then you get out of your car and pick up the food when that attendant has left. So it's just a really interesting concept. But how cool is it you can do that? So you can get your food, hot sandwiches, whatnot, and then maybe go have a picnic somewhere, maybe go to a park. So we've really included that in our messaging as well. How do we package things and make them really cool and different for visitors and families as well? We expect a lot of locals will use our resources as well. There's a lot of things in the county that people that live here don't know about. We hear that all the time. I looked at your website. I had no idea we had that here, and that makes us feel really good that we can do that. So I'll just kind of stop there. I know there may be questions, and I'm anxious to hear from others on the call. But I do think it's all about safety now and promoting safety.
Are there any questions?
Craig, you're muted if you're trying to talk. Just FYI. I see that you're trying to talk.
For that. I think that the questions will relate to one another. So Jeff's central point, and it's well taken, is that it's about safety. Eddie, you've been having a lot of success with the visibility and the promotion you've been doing. Maybe we'll transition. You can talk a little bit about what you've been doing and what that's looked like for you. And then I think the two will dovetail together, and the questions might actually sort of complement one another.
So yeah, we've actually been doing social media with, we've been open 7 years. And when we first opened 7 years ago, we got on all the social medias, Facebook and Instagram and those kind of things. And I honestly thought back then that I knew a lot about it and was pretty good at it. My business partner had talked about that we needed more video content. So we did a few videos on our own, and we ended up getting together with a company that they do our video content, and we actually have a program where we do multiple videos every week. They come into the store and we shoot our videos weekly, and we usually do anywhere from 2 to 5 videos that we release through the week. And our big push has been to let people know, even with all the craziness that's going on, that we're still here, we're still part of the community, we're open, we're still doing things to not just promote our business, but things with the community. And, like Jeff was saying, as far as the cleanliness and things like that, we're trying to address those in our videos. When we do our video content to put out on social media, we start out 90% of our videos with us wearing our masks to show that, hey, when you come in here, we're wearing our masks, we're cleaning, and we've made light of it. That's one of the things about our store is we try to make everything fun and that kind of thing. So we've done a couple of videos, that are more kind of a joke about me cleaning and those kind of things. But the reality is that's what we're doing. We're trying to keep things sanitized and cleaned and keeping that social distance and those kind of things. We had a video that we did right at the beginning of all this where me and Mike, one of my sales guys, stood at either end of a sofa, and we're talking about the features on the sofa. And we realized that the sofa was over 6 foot long, so we're hollering at each other back and forth. And, you know, it's a joke, but we get the point across that, you know, we're trying to take care of our customers and make sure that they're safe and those kind of things. But as far as the video stuff, we Cabin Light Studios is the guys that we work with, Miguel and Logan and Peter, and they're amazing. We get on the phone on a weekly basis and talk about what our plans are. And I come up with an idea, or they come up with an idea, and we kind of hash it out. You know, well, how would we make that work as a video, or is that even something that is going to be relevant to what we do? Is that going to get people interested in coming in and seeing us? And some of it's just about marketing and getting our face out there and letting people know who we are and that kind of thing. And then some of it's about, you know, the actual furniture, and that it's, you know, why they should buy this piece or why they should buy that piece. But the reality is I think social media is a big part of it, especially now with more people staying at home and not being out and about. They're looking at their phones, they're looking at their tablet, they're looking at their laptop, and they're scrolling through and trying to find something to do, something interesting. And if you can catch their attention with a funny video, or, you know, a product that they're interested in, regardless of the business, if you can catch somebody's attention right now and show them that, you know, what you got's worthwhile, I think it makes a difference in this time, especially because people's shopping habits have changed. Being forced to be at home for several months, people started buying online more. I think it's advanced the way people buy furniture by at least 10 years. In the past, we did 1 or 2 online sales a month. We're doing 15 to 20 online sales now. And it's because that's the way people have gotten used to shopping over the last 3 months. They're okay with buying a sofa that they used to have to sit on. They'll buy it online now. And so if they can see us, find us in social media and that kind of thing, and link that to our website, or give them the option to call us and those kind of things, they're able to do that through the social media and stuff. And like I said, I think the videos that we're doing with Cabin Light Studios make such a huge difference in keeping us front of mind for those people. So that's kind of what I got to say.
Nice.
I just had I had a question for you. You know, I said before, and I didn't mean to steal the thunder, but you guys are crushing it online. I mean, from how frequently I sort of see you kind of pop up into the feed, the content is quick, it's witty at times. It just feels good. And from a local standpoint, you know, I actually like I see some of the high polish content that's out there. I actually like the fact that it feels sometimes organic and conversational, and it's very up to date. I'm curious how that is. Are you able, like, what kind of traffic is it drawing for you? I mean, are you hearing from your customers that are coming in like, I saw this video, I think it's funny.
Oh, absolutely. We get on every day. We have somebody that comes into the store, and we have a, you know, in our point of purchase, we always ask, you know, how'd you hear about us and those kind of things. And social media is probably our number one reason of how people heard about us. But we definitely, we post videos, and at this point they're being shared pretty much instantaneously when we throw them up. We've actually got a following of people, and it's crazy to me that they wait for the videos to come out, and we'll post them, and then within a half hour we usually have 15 or 20 shares to other people's Facebook pages, Instagram, those kind of things. And it actually, I mean, it truly generates dollars. For the amount of money that we spend to produce them, and the time that's involved in producing them, well well above and beyond. It's the best form of advertising that we've ever done. And we do radio, we do direct mailers, we do, we got sign holders. We do all the other forms that you would think of when it comes to furniture, and social media by far has surpassed that. And it's definitely the video content. And that's the big thing. We did a lot of social media stuff before, but it was post a picture of a sofa, you know, post a funny meme about furniture, post a picture of our ad, you know, write a little comment about it. The video content is so engaging, catches people's attention. It's something that makes such a difference. They every time my Facebook program or my Instagram program updates, I've got to go in and shut off where the video starts when I scroll past it, where I've got to actually click on it. Social media is forcing us to see those videos and watch them just as soon as you open your phone. You don't have a choice. It's going to play for you. So the fact that we're putting that content out there, we've just currently started pushing more of our video content onto YouTube as well. We've got our own YouTube channel, and doing the advertising for that, so that when people are scrolling through YouTube, I was amazed on how much of that content, what people are searching YouTube more than Google and other things right now for different things. And so we're trying to put our videos on there as well. And like I said, I'm shocked on a daily basis. We have somebody in the store or somebody commenting on social media that they saw our video, they want to buy this, they want to buy that. We just recently did a video about a big sectional that we have in the showroom. And it wasn't a funny video or anything like that. It was literally just me saying, hey, this is a big comfy sectional. It's really cool. It's got some pillows. You should check it out. We had 15 or 20 comments instantly, and sold it the next day. And so, I mean, when you have that instant satisfaction where you can actually say, and the person came in and said, I saw this on your video, I want to buy it. So when you have that kind of instant reaction to the content that we're putting out, it makes a big difference. It makes you, continue to do that every week. I think that one of the big things that we found is being consistent, making sure that you have content out there on a regular basis. You got to have somebody in the business that's willing to go stand in front of a camera and be the face of that program that you're, that campaign that you're running. I'm fortunate enough that I don't mind being in front of the camera. I don't mind being a little silly sometimes. But the big thing for us was Cabin Light Studios making it comfortable and easy. I've got on camera and said all kinds of dumb things and staggered and stumbled through my words and dropped things and misquoted, and they do one or two takes, and Logan edits that together and takes out all the dumb stuff I did and makes us look good. It's one of those where I can't do that on my own, but we've hired the right guys, and it makes a world of difference. It makes it so that that if you goof up, that somebody's going to edit that and make it right. So you're more comfortable, which makes it easier. There's less editing because you are comfortable. You're able to, talk about whatever it is you're talking about. So, yeah.
Hey, Eddie, I'm curious, different, but my question is related or driven by the videos. Are you finding that customers are seeing the videos and then sort of making assumptions about what you can do? So are they like, hey, can you FaceTime and literally like take me over and show me the sofa? Or does it create expectations or a different kind of customer that wants to sort of video shop with you? Or is it more drawing people in and they're coming physically in?
Well, during the complete shutdown, we did push a lot of our focus, a lot of our videos. We let people know that, you can text the store's phone number, you can video chat with us, you can, Zoom meetings, all those kind of things. And we gave all those options when we were completely closed down. And we did that through the video content and let people know that. And we got a ton of people jumping on there, but we also get a lot of that because we shoot the videos, and our main source of getting that content out there through social media is Facebook. And so we get a lot of people coming through Facebook, messaging us through Facebook and asking us to send pictures and those kind of things. We have a program called Podium that is tied to our point of purchase, but it links our Google account, our Facebook, our phone number for the store, and our website. So you can comment on there and you can video chat through it. You can, and you can do it through all those different aspects. And so the fact that we're on Facebook with it already, they're jumping on there and commenting. We're able to walk people, grab my cell phone, walk through the store, show people this sofa, that sofa. And it's back to what Jeff was saying earlier about that, that letting people know that they're safe and there's a way to shop and a way to be out and do those things without necessarily having to come touch and feel things and that kind of thing. We can do a virtual sales presentation with just about anything we have. So
nice, thank you. Questions from other folks? I want to be sort of true to our promise of a 15-minute forum. All right, so there has been, you can always get in touch with folks through WOBA. If you want to follow up with Cabin Light Studios, you want to buy a sofa, you want to know what or how you can work with the Visitor and Convention Bureau, you can always reach out to the West Olympia Business Association at info@westolbusiness.com. And always happy to help. The organization has been around and plans to be around for a long time, making a difference for the whole business community, really, in Olympia. So this new 15-minute forum is just a part of that. Eddie and Jeff, thank you so much to both of you. Spot on, and you guys were just perfect to kick off our first in a series of 15-minute forums. Thanks to everybody for being here. We're going to wrap up and call it a successful event, and just monitor your email inbox and the WOBA Facebook page for announcements about upcoming forums. And we'll look forward to seeing you hopefully sometime soon.
I got a couple announcements too, Craig.
All right, shoot.
Well, one is WOBA's been developing a very special partnership with the city to provide some resources in this COVID-19 environment that will help businesses. So we're still working out the details, and Mike Reed here, I thank him for being on the call. He's one of the touch points for the city. And we're very excited about this. So look for that, as Craig said, for emails on that. And then I think you said, Craig, that we'll be meeting every third Thursday of the month with these type of 15-minute programs. It was excellent. Both speakers, thank you so much for that information. And then we might have a full forum. I think this partnership might dictate a full forum because I think you'll be interested in the details. So anyway, a teaser there, and we'll look forward to seeing you at least next month on the third Thursday.
Perfect, Wes. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Comments from anyone else before we wrap up?
I just want to say thanks for having us on here, and I think this is a really neat forum, and I'm excited to watch for the next one.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Eddie. All right, everyone, you still got half your lunch hour. Enjoy. Take care. Be safe. Best wishes, and we'll see you all in a month, if not before.
Thanks.